Dave Rubin was really hoping for a clear-cut fascist win in France. Because, of course, gay people apparently do much better under right-wing regimes, according to him.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is courtesy of Dave Clips on Twitter, perhaps one of the most important Twitter feeds in the country right now.
Marine Le Pen's party will most likely take control of the French government. This is a good sign, guys. My friend Erin Wexler had that on the show a bunch of times. She tweeted this, which I thought was quite spectacular in relation to that video we just showed you. Witnessing the best contagion of my lifetime, conservatism. And that really is right. It doesn't mean conservatism in the most specific way we agree on every policy, but we agree we have nation states for a reason. You're allowed to be proud of your country. Your country should have law and order and everything else, or anything else. And they're not far right. Let's be clear. Yes, could there be some racist people there? Of course. But the left is full of racist people. These are people who just want their countries and their cultures back. They want to feel safe on the streets. They don't want their women being raped. They don't want to be walking down the street in Dublin and suddenly have 50 tents full of Palestinians who they have no idea who they are or what their intentions are. So there is some hope, guys. So I think we had a nice round show for you. We came all the way around 360 because we gave you some inspiration at the beginning from El Salvador and from, where did we start? And Argentina, of course. And we brought you home in France. And in the middle, it was filled with a lot of craziness in America, but let's pick our direction. Let's do that. And I have to say that my brain is still in recovery mode from taking so many high-level ideas.
Yes, in other words, the fascist lot. So not only is his predictive skills once again proven to be like some of the worst ever. I mean, it's just amazing how wrong he's been over the past 5 or 6, 7, 10 years. But his whole idea, and there was another clip of where you want to be in a right-wing government. It's much better for gay people because they're going to keep Hamas out.
We have that here. You want to see?
Yeah, let's do that one.
By default, she'll end up defending the gays too. So you intersectional dingbats who are out there promoting for Hamas, who will kill you, it will be the far right that will save you. You will ultimately want to live in far right countries because largely they will basically be like, all right, you're gay, big goddamn deal, let's move on. So there's some hope, guys. So I think we had a nice round show for you. We came all the way around 360.
That's just not true.
Well, it's true in some countries that they are not promoting it like they used to, and Le Pen is definitely trying to sort of downplay the history of homophobia in her party. But there's a lot of far right countries where you don't want to be gay, and you know what? It's also when they've had a history of being homophobic, they can revert. If you look at Republican support for marriage equality, it has fallen below 50%. In other words, it went like this because they're finding it, we need this again. We need this homophobia again. That's where we're headed. It's so unbelievably blinkered what this guy's willing to say and do. Yeah. And to put his own family in jeopardy in some fashion. Now, of course, he believes that Elon Musk is going to take him and his family up to Mars on a spaceship, regardless of what happens. So he doesn't really care. He's articulated as much. But it's fascinating.
Dick Cheney was like this too. I mean, his daughter was a lesbian, and he was still, maybe not vocally supportive of his president trying to say that we should do a constitutional amendment to say marriage is between a man and a woman. He was still on that ticket because generally I think conservatives think, it may affect my family if they have someone who's gay in their family, but I'm wealthy and powerful enough that it really won't happen to me, and I want to use this kind of cynically for my own ends. He's just upset that Mélenchon wants to recognize a Palestinian state, and that's what's bumming him out.
The right wing is freaking out because the party that won, the Mélenchon's party, not only are they not anti-immigration, they are, we should grease the system and make it more efficient, which is what we've been saying. Somebody should elaborate that here, because they're like, the goodness of humanity, I think, will respond to that. And that they won saying that, and which is exactly what like the right wing has been saying. No, look at these Muslims coming in and they're destroying the culture and they're committing a suicide pact with immigration. And I'll just say, Le Pen has described being gay as both a biological anomaly as well as a personal choice, and said that pedophilia has its roots in the admiration of homosexuality.
And two things. One is that we're reminded by, I don't remember that. The other Biden says, did Dave not realize that Hamas is right wing? This is we
were talking about that before the show.
Religious fundamentals. But the other thing is that, like, when you talk about what are the fundamental principles of right, when he talks about, like, don't want our culture destroyed, I got news for him. I mean, he may have forgotten, but one of the linchpins of the right-wing culture is that a marriage between a man and a woman only, and that gay people begin to corrode the culture. They're just not around on that right now. They're not. It's also like, complaining about Dr. Seuss is not safe from the right wing either, just because they haven't cycled through it this cycle.
Right. They're on the immigration kick.
There is no right-wing country on earth. There is no right-wing party on earth that, given enough wins in what they supposedly set out to do, will not ultimately come back and revisit, even if they have said, we're not thinking about the gays so much anymore. They'll come back. It's just a question of the gays just got pushed a little further back in line before we tackle some of these other issues. But you're still in line. Make no mistake about it. You're still in line. Also, I would add, as a Jew, Dave Rubin's in line twice. Unbelievable. His friends won't have him to their wedding.
Well,
I was in Hungary, and all Orban's talking about is how he wants to make Hungary great again.
Let's be generous here, Sam. We don't really know that he has friends.
It's possible that Ben Shapiro was just like,
colleagues.
What are you talking about? We don't even hang out like that.
I'm going to have to tell you that it's because you're gay, and it's really just because I think you're an idiot. Unbelievable.
Oh, actually, before we move on topics, we have some fun clips of right-wingers taking the news here. I just want to play those real quick. Here is one set of young French right-wingers expectant of a victory being announced and then realizing that it's not, in fact, going to happen for them.
Allez. 3, 2, 1.
Take a big old swing there.
Oh, I like how they did the countdown.
Been there.
And just one more here with which includes
split screen here.
Yeah. One guy celebrates until he realizes that it's not good news.
Oh, right.
Oh,
beautiful.
That's nice. That was magic.
I mean, we need the equivalent now. It's time to capitalize on we need conservative tears in the way that they sold those mugs that say liberal tears. At the very least,
I'll hold off on those.
All right, we have some Vergonia merch coming up, I guess, right?
Exactly. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.